Good evening, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, comments, donations, everything. I appreciate it all. We're getting ready to ring this bell. We're going to go ahead and clear out the energy, and then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us this evening. You know how you can overthink something? I feel like somebody is maybe it's like they're at the point they just need to accept it, but don't overthink it. They'll be back. This is what maybe somebody they're overthinking about. This may be what somebody has to accept, that maybe they're not going to come back. Maybe they have to just really let go. See, somebody's really started thinking about things again. They started reviewing things. And whenever they started reviewing things, they noticed certain things that they had missed before. You know, they noticed a lot that they had missed before. Where they should have said yes, they had said no. Where they should have said no, they said yes. Something to do with this fire sign and somebody having to figure themselves out. You know, this could have been really somebody who was sexually confused, didn't know what they wanted, or maybe they liked both. And this is somebody that felt like they was just, they would do anything just to get the money. Because there are people out there like that. Whatever sex they are, they will get with whomever just to get some money. Somebody wasn't thinking that way. Somebody was thinking that no, this is something that's special. This is something that's rare. This is something that never occurs like that. But somebody had a little confession. Somebody let them know something because somebody saw something. And when they saw something and they told this person, then that's when this person realized this was nothing but just another cycle. They were like being used. And that's whenever somebody thought, maybe I need to really exercise some caution, or maybe Spirit was telling this person to exercise some caution. Somebody was moving, but somebody was expecting someone else, to move with them, or expecting someone else to do something, like to pay their bills. They was expecting someone else, wherever they was going to find a new sucker, a new benefactor. I mean, philanthropist, daddy, mommy. Somebody that they could put under a love spell, with certain words that can soothe them. But somebody remembered that they heard those same words. That was put underneath that same spell. And realizing that they were just parts of a cycle, part of a game. This is what really convinced this person it's time to leave this and move Welcome. This air sign told this person, you're taking a big gamble, you're taking a big risk. This air sign not just said you're taking a big gamble, you're taking a big risk, but an air sign gonna break it down. They're gonna tell you everything you need to know, just so if you choose to go there, you have only yourself to blame. But this water sign, water signs can be stubborn. They thought somebody was lying. They thought somebody was telling a tale. Mm-mm. So it was all good. It was all good until somebody walked away. That guardian angel. That's when the challenges began. And you know what? It's like they would even sit there and say, well, they would plan certain times, they would plan certain events, they would plan to get together, they would plan this and they would plan that. But there was also always some type of distance there. It wasn't just the physical distance, it was the emotional distance. It was the getting along. It was the, well, maybe we really don't see eye to eye any longer. But somebody's intuition was trying to tell them something. Somebody's intuition was trying to tell them that somebody else was trying to manifest something with someone else. And that's when this person realized they was dealing with a narcissist. Because this person didn't give a shit about this other person. This person just wanted what they wanted when they wanted it. With whoever they wanted it, however they wanted it. You got something to say? Too fucking bad. Someone tried to give it time. But you know what? Someone else, this earth sign, told them no. 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 Like, why would you? Why would you open up your heart? Why would you give some type of commitment, whenever this is causing health concerns, this is causing problems? Someone said, you know what? You need to take some time. You need to go by yourself. Maybe you need to get a pet. But you need to look at something else. You need to get some healing. You need to do something else. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Red Violet. Hey, J Mike. Let's see who else. Hey, Behaving. Y'all, I got my contacts in, but it's no better. I still can't see shit. Hey, Nurse Oasis. How are you? Hey, Cynthia. How are you doing? Still can't see nothing. What's the message? Distance. Someone is now truly at a distance from this gold digger because they realized they was just one of several, one of many. And this is something that somebody should have exercised some caution. They should have fucking listened, because we did see that the air sign tried to tell them, but the water sign thought somebody was fucking lying. Let's see. Damn, these contacts. Hold on. I got some readers here. Hold on. Just remember, I got these readers. There we go. Hey, Justice 333. Hello. How are you? Oh, I can see y'all. Goodness. So it takes not just glasses or contacts and readers. What's the message? Hey, Shaylin, how are you? Yeah, somebody, you know what? Somebody's guardian angel told them it's time to move on. It's time to go. Leave, banish, disappear. Get the fuck up out of here. I'm well, Justice 333. Thank you so very much for asking. Somebody said, hey, no. Someone's guardian angel said, really. Because it's almost like yeah, and they're talking about it. They're telling somebody where no, they don't want to let go. They don't, somebody's now expecting somebody to like spy on them, like because their intuition is telling them something is happening. Like this water sign is getting these little spidey senses, like somebody's trying, like maybe somebody put cameras around, or they snooping around or something, because I'm telling you, things is happening that's really weird. That's why they think someone is spying on them, because it's like, how's this person knowing this without and they ain't even around, they way over there, they another city, another state, whatever. How is this shit happening? So the only way would be little cameras. Somebody put some shit on you, in your luggage, in your laundry, in your. Hey, Queen Jay, how are you? So I don't know. I don't do that shit. There's something about someone's pet. Maybe someone's pet kind of sense something, because pets are really very intuitive. Very intuitive. And if they don't like you, that means something. They usually can tell before you can tell. Yeah. Something about some health issue. Especially if somebody decides, to take somebody back. Yeah, there's a health issue with that. It's like I said, it is time to move the fuck on. It's time to let that shit go. What else? Give me two more. What's the message? Anything else? Because I think I basically went through it. And maybe this was just somebody's confirmation that they needed to hear that it's time to let go. Because whoever you was with everybody. Hello. Move on. Let it go. Save yourself. Save yourself. Yep. It's like open up your heart and give it time. Somebody else that's more suited will be there after you've healed. Don't just try and jump right into nothing else. Yeah. But figure yourself out. Figure yourself out. Who are you? Because anytime you don't know, you take a gamble. You really do with your life. With your life and everybody else's life. And you don't know who looking at what, who talking about what, and everything else. And apparently somebody was not following their own intuition. They wasn't listening. They was just so happy to get back. They were so happy to, oh yeah, well, they'll be back, and planning the next day. Come on now. Somebody had told them something, but they didn't take the time to really let it sink in and Listen, like I said, they thought somebody was just hating. Hating because they was having the time of their life with someone who said, I never fall in love like this. It's not supposed to, this is taboo. We're not supposed to be doing this, so don't tell anybody. And if anybody says anything bad about me, it's because they hating. No, motherfucker. Ain't nobody hating on no motherfucking thief. Somebody was in such a rush to make such a commitment that they didn't even exercise no caution and moved in with the thief. And then that's whenever all hell started really breaking loose. Because that thief thought, got him, got him. Well, what do you say? Thank God it's not us. Hey, Cynthia, how are you? Hey, James and Biscuit. Addie, how are you? Oh, yes. All right. What's the message at the bottom of the deck? Police. The devil. Yeah. She told somebody, you dealing with the devil. You dealing with the devil. She told somebody, listen, save yourself. Save yourself. But somebody said, quit hating. I don't know why you trying to hate. You don't know. You ain't never been like with this, nothing like this before. We tighter than tight. We thicker than thick. I just don't know. They about to make me pull them pound too. So somebody, you know what? Then they got themselves all caught up in a spot. Now they don't know what to do. And they're looking at you. And you good. You looking victorious because they knew that you was the true blue. You was that real deal Holyfield. You know, now somebody's having that hindsight. They thinking about that shit. They, what they. It's like this person is finally, it's like for whatever reason, I don't know, something with them. Something with I feel like this person is afraid to kind of talk. Sometimes with the King of Swords, if it's a King of Swords in reverse, this is not somebody that's going to talk. That's not a communicator. That's going to be somebody that's going to hold shit in, thinking they can hold in these damn secrets and everything else. So it was the two of them. The two of them. And see, the King of Swords thought that this one had some money. Or else it was, yeah. But somebody was expected to do more. Like somebody was expecting their ships to come in because they had created some type of situation, that like left you out in the cold. Not out in the cold, but left you single, left you over there. So that you were not communicating with this over here. Not out in the cold. You was able to take care of yourself, which is not with that. But something about this telling you, boy, I'm telling you, I don't know why people will sit here and somebody could, you know what? I think the best thing to do is if somebody tells you something, anything, it doesn't make a damn bit of difference what the fuck it is. When somebody tells you something, instead of just sitting here just going, that's a bunch of bullshit, why don't you ask a motherfucking question? All they had to do was go and ask a question of the person that it was said about, and then let the answer come to them. That way, they wouldn't have to be all defensive against you when you're the one who's trying to show love to them. Now somebody feel like a fool. They feel like a fool and they feel foolish because now you probably have them on call block or blocks. You was like, oh, okay, you want to be stupid? Do me a favor. You be stupid the way the fuck on over there. Because I don't need no stupidity around me. You feel me? You dig? Shit. Now somebody, all they doing is looking at you. That's all they can do. You know, they want to communicate. They want to talk. They want to apologize. They want to let you know that they was the fool. They are stressed the fuck out over y'all's relationship for real. Stressed the fuck out and in such regret that this water sign called you a fucking liar. Thought you was a fucking hater. You know what? Who the fuck gonna be hating whenever you done sat there and gave somebody so much for such a long fucking time? Who's hating? Who's lying? Especially if you've given and given and given and given and given. Who's hating? You trying to help this person to remain strong. Yeah, you helping this person. You was like somebody's gift. You was someone's strength. They just didn't know it. But they want to sit here and hold back and not tell you about this other relation, this other thing that they got going on. You know, like they owed you no allegiance, no nothing. Like they just said, well, yeah, I know that this person been there with me my entire life, but I just think it's the other way. Okay, well now judgment and karma both call at the same motherfucking time. Ding dong, motherfucker. Answer the damn door. See, somebody now they're afraid to talk about how they was young, dumb, and full of cum, and listen to some old warlock wizard got them all fucked up, doing stupid shit. Stupid shit. Stupid shit that they can't come back from. Stupid shit that they're having a problem forgiving themselves from. Mm-hmm. It's like, here you are, nurturing, protective. You know, you got your coin. You was probably protective of this person. You know, something about somebody, this emperor told this person the honest to God, 100% unadulterated truth. The truth. That's when this person knew that they needed forgiveness, that they needed healing, that they needed to sit their ass down some fucking where. Because when they started thinking about all that bullshit that they did to you, they're like they're fainted. They thinking about everything that they put in. They thinking about everything that you put in. And they know it don't make no motherfucking sense. That they were sitting here siding with these goony google motherfuckers who didn't do nothing but sit here and work against you, conspire against you, and ended up breaking their heart. Now somebody want to see that, they realize that instead of them trying to give to you, they put 10 swords in your back like that wasn't shit. Like that was just their ammo. Like that was just ordinary. Like They were supposed to do the shit like that. Like it was fucking written. But see, they realized somebody that they was following up behind was somebody that was a secret hater of you. Somebody that hated your fucking guts. Somebody that wanted you unalive. Somebody that wanted you 10 feet under. Now this person understands why you stayed to yourself. Why you kept your distance. Why you was, oh, y'all doing that? I'm good. Because now they realize that somebody was sitting here trying to use weapons, bullshit, negativity, throw that black bullshit at you. But you had to block it. You spoke about it. You returned that shit times 10. You blocked that shit. That's whenever it came out and it was clear and apparent to this motherfucker. Finally, the fuck woke the fuck up. That, you know what? They fucked up because whoever they was living with before they fucked they shit up and went left and got with somebody else thinking that was gonna do the shit and listening to this and listen. They grew up with a motherfucking earth angel. So you could sit here and throw that six of cups like, yeah, okay, well, I'm good on that. Yeah. Spirit said, remember that too. You good on it. Remember everything that you did. Remember how you wasn't trying to stop. How it was not going to stop until you was like, no, not until the end is in. Somebody purposely planning shit, trying to hurt you, trying to set you up. They had a target on your back, only to fucking realize they was targeting the wrong motherfuckers. That's why that ass can't sleep. Not just tonight, last night, the night before that, and the night before that too, and all them other nights before that too. All those lies, all that bullshit, boom. Huh. How you like me now? How do you fucking like me now? I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. Now somebody in victim mode. They didn't see you. They saw you. They just didn't appreciate you. They felt like you didn't have enough. They felt like whatever you was giving to them, all the love, all the attention, all the adoration, all the commitment, all the loyalty, all the bigging them up, all the you can do it, all that shit, they felt like that shit wasn't worth shit. Maybe you didn't have it in your pocket, but you know what, you had it in your spirit. And this old spiritual depleted motherfucker didn't even have a fucking spirit to even understand what it was. They needed to work on them and was sitting there talking about you while you was working on you. Who's the motherfucking fool now? Because here where you at, you good. You good. Because you was the one who brought the kickball to the kickball game. Not them. That was your ball. They were standing on your shoulders. You was helping them up. You was giving them the leg up. Not the other way around. They wasn't pulling you up. They was pushing you down. Now somebody feels stuck. Now it's like, now they're looking at you, and you the one who's riding high. They see you the one that stand out. Now somebody they looking at you, now they want to talk. They spying at you, now they want to talk. Now somebody want to say something. They want to let you know how they left this motherfucker. They left that motherfucker. They want to tell you that, listen, the wheel of fortune started turning away, and they said, you know what, maybe I need to go ahead and start praying. I need to start doing something so that somebody could have closed this fucking cycle. Now somebody feels like, you know what, maybe they are growing spiritually to understand that there are people out there. There's a good side and then there's a bad side. And somebody need to learn that they got to recognize who the fuck is who and what the fuck is what. It don't make no damn sense. Somebody could be a grown adult, but they're walking around like they so fucking brand new. You know, somebody's realizing the shit that they was doing when they was young or whatever. Maybe they got a son too. Maybe their son is trying to do some shit too. But now somebody, they got this idea. They want to travel. They got this idea. They want to make a move. They want to do something. They want to come see you. Something telling you, because now they want to let you know that, you know what? They owe you an apology. You was 100% right. They need to come see you. You was 100% right. Where this person didn't think you knew what you was talking about, and they was like trying to be all stubborn. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Now they see exactly what you're talking about with the group of people. That's a coven. Now they see that's a coven. You told them. You told them, but they thought that you was a hater. What the fuck you hating on a witch for? No reason. And they know that coven was sitting here sending you all this unalive magic. But see, they got themselves fucked up and they all confused. When you said what the fuck was going on, that's when they knew, ooh, Bruce Lee, we done fucked up. Now all of them trying to leave the devil. They wanna go peaceful. They don't want to be around that no more. They're good. They good. We waving the white towel. We waving the white flag. Shoot the white flag down. Shoot it down. That wasn't waving the white flag before. No, shoot that motherfucker. You about to go through all this karma. All of it. Spiritual guns, of course. Spiritual guns. Thank you. What's the message?